And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Dropping back, it's Reed. Buys a little extra time. That's caught. It's Smith. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and
breaks into the open. Some open space and turned on the Jets.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
How about taking the shot off of the RPO? A lot of times you see RPO routes and you throw it real quick, whether it's a bubble or a glance, but they're like, nah, I'm going to fake the run right here, take a deep shot. The offense being very aggressive.
He's got the back in the middle. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Quickly complete. There he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, it's Reed. Touchdown, Rebels! Fit it in the window for the score.
And diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Gives it on the option. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the catch. It's Barnes. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Ducks are rolling down the field. To the air, it's Tebow. That's caught. It's Edwards. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Pulls it in. It's Edwards. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third downs.
Oh, he's got some space. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Reed. Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Turning it on. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Dickey. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Pucks it out of the air. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He'll sneak it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. That will be enough to move the chains and get them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Dropping back, it's Reed. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Right back to it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense putting points on the board.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
And he puts through the extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll run the toss. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. Coming out with it, it's Barnes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Tebow. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hip.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Concepcion. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more... Picked off! What a play to set him up! He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Looking for a crease. It's Sticky. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Using his feet. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the 1st down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big 1st down.
They go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. There he goes. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
To the air, it's Reed. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W.
14.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown! Oh, miss! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Quickly to the tight end. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Tebow. Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. The Ducks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, it's a nice job handing off to him and getting the first down, but with the scoreboard looking how it does, you've got to throw the ball. You've got to go hurry up, you've got to get plays run quickly, and you've got to throw it down the field to get back in this game.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers, just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
To the air on second down. Rushes on him. And that is incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Looking for a man. It's Tebow. It's complete to the left. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Ducks look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. for 6. Touchdown, Oregon! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Rebels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, it's a nice job by the defense in the back end, staying with it. Even though the play broke down, quarterback was flushed out to the right side, making it a very tough throw for him. They ended up getting the catch, but it was out of bounds.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Punt is in the air. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Catch in the middle, it's Barkley. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Tebow. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Wants to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quick completion to the right. Runs through the tackle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It'll be third and long. Unleashes to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And I'm curious if that shot right there to the end zone was the offense's way of being aggressive. And now they take the field goal, because a field goal ties this thing up. Big decision for this offense upcoming. Do I take the field goal, the guaranteed tie, or do I keep the gas pedal to the floor and be aggressive?
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. Fourth quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Reed. Got a man, it's Concepcion.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
On the play. Fourth down, coming up.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Grabbed over the middle, it's Barnes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown Ducks! And they score first here in overtime.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the stop.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Complete to the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
White big team, Rocky switch! White big team, Rocky switch!
Trying to pound it in. They did not get it. The aggressive call to try to win the game right here, and they come up short in OT. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never